My dear friends, I welcome you with warmth and gratitude to this session. Today, I want to talk about something that shapes our lives in profound ways: our habits. Habits are like the flowing streams that carve mountains, small and consistent actions shaping the vast landscapes of our lives. But as much as they can lead us toward growth and enlightenment, they can also entangle us in cycles of suffering if we are not mindful. In our time together, we will explore the wisdom of building better habits through the lens of Buddhist teachings. I will share stories, lessons, and practical steps to help you nurture habits that lead to inner peace and self-growth. Let us embark on this journey together, one mindful step at a time. Habits are the patterns of thoughts and actions we repeat daily, often unconsciously. They are the foundation upon which our lives are built. As the Buddha taught, we are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. Similarly, our habits shape who we are and the reality we experience. Imagine a farmer sowing seeds. If he plants seeds of wheat, he will harvest wheat. If he plants weeds, he will harvest weeds. Our habits are the seeds we plant in the soil of our lives. The question is, are we planting seeds of mindfulness and growth, or seeds of ignorance and suffering? Let me share the story of Angulimala, a bandit who lived a life of violence and cruelty. His habit of harming others had consumed him, making him feared and hated. One day he encountered the Buddha, who stood before him unafraid. The Buddha's calm and compassionate presence awakened something within Angulimala. He fell to his knees and begged for guidance. Through the Buddha's teachings, Angulimala learned to replace his destructive habits with ones of kindness and service. He dedicated his life to helping others, becoming a symbol of redemption and transformation. This story reminds us that no matter how ingrained a habit may seem, it can be changed with mindfulness and effort. One of the most profound lessons in Buddhism is the importance of small, consistent actions. The Buddha often spoke of the middle way, a path of balance and moderation. When building better habits, we must remember that change does not come from grand gestures but from small, intentional steps taken consistently. Consider the drip of water that hollows a stone. Each drop seems insignificant, but over time, it creates a lasting impact. Similarly, every mindful action we take contributes to the formation of better habits. Whether it's meditating for a few minutes each day, choosing words of kindness, or pausing before reacting, these small steps lead to profound transformations. Why do negative habits cling to us so persistently? The Buddha taught that craving and attachment are at the root of our suffering. Negative habits often arise from these cravings, a desire for comfort, distraction, or escape. To break free, we must first bring awareness to these habits. As the Buddha said, just as a solid rock is not shaken by the wind, wise people are not shaken by praise or blame. When we approach our habits with mindfulness and understanding, we can see them for what they are: temporary patterns that do not define us. Begin by observing your habits without judgment. Ask yourself, what triggers this habit? What need am I trying to fulfill? By understanding the roots of your actions, you can begin to replace negative habits with positive ones. There is a story of a monk who carried a beautiful bowl gifted to him by a villager. He loved the bowl, polishing it daily and admiring its beauty. But over time, he noticed that his attachment to the bowl caused him anxiety. He feared losing it or breaking it. One day, the monk placed the bowl by the river and walked away. He realized that his attachment to the bowl had become a habit of craving. By letting go, he freed himself from this habit and found peace. This story teaches us that breaking free from negative habits often requires letting go of the attachments that fuel them. Whether it's a habit of overthinking, procrastination, or seeking validation, releasing our attachment to the outcome can liberate us. The practical steps to build better habits include: start with intention. Begin by identifying the habit you want to cultivate. Write it down and reflect on why it matters to you. A clear intention provides direction and motivation. Anchor your habits. Attach new habits to existing routines. For example, if you want to start meditating, do it after brushing your teeth in the morning. This creates a natural trigger for your new habit. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge your progress, no matter how small. Each time you practice your habit, celebrate it with a smile or a moment of gratitude. Positive reinforcement strengthens new habits. Practice mindfulness. Stay present as you build your habits. If your mind wanders or resistance arises, observe these thoughts without judgment and gently return to your practice. Seek support. Share your goals with a friend or join a community. Encouragement and accountability can make a significant difference in sustaining your habits. The lotus flower is a sacred symbol in Buddhism, representing purity and enlightenment. It grows in muddy water yet emerges untainted and beautiful. Habits, like the lotus, can thrive even in challenging circumstances. With mindfulness and effort, we can rise above difficulties and cultivate habits that reflect our highest selves. When I began my monastic journey, I struggled with the habit of impatience. I wanted immediate results from my meditation practice and felt frustrated when progress seemed slow. My teacher reminded me, the seed does not bloom into a flower overnight. It grows in its own time. These words taught me the value of patience and consistency. Over time, my meditation practice became a source of peace and clarity. Each small effort I made, each moment of stillness, contributed to the habit of mindfulness that now enriches my life. As we conclude, I invite you to reflect on the habits that shape your life. Which habits serve you, and which ones hinder your growth? Commit to taking one small step today toward building a better habit. If this message resonates with you, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more wisdom and guidance. Together, we can explore the art of mindful living and support each other on this journey of growth. May your habits be like the lotus flower, blossoming beautifully despite the challenges around you. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Let us walk this path of better habits together, one mindful step at a time.